Hello and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic 2. Last time we arrived on Nar Shaddaa, and we shall continue our way on this planet. First though, because I read ahead a little bit, in order to make sure that I do what I need to do, I'm gonna switch out Handmaiden quickly and add Kreia, sure. Just so that the thing I want to do gets accomplished. Put that on so you can get a little more armor. Yeah. Then I'm pretty sure everyone has what they can do or can have. Best. Continue onwards. With these guys following, preferably. Wow. Oh. Hello.
No, look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
What's going on here? Change business, that's why I'm here. I won't let you hurt that man. Stay away from him. Alrighty, let's see if we can just fucking murder these guys. Oh, that was not necessary then. Sure. Oh! About to get fucking murdered. Yoink. Was that 1 credit?
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure.
Why were they hunting you?
Well, they work for the Exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the Exchange. The only language the Exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way. Well, except lately.
Oh, what do you mean?
The Exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it.
And where can I find him?
You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing.
Before I run
Your
more
reasons?
trouble.
Thanks.
Bye.
Spare a few credits.
Thanks for information.
All right. I don't know much beyond the refugee sector here, but I can share what I know.
You know, wait, tell me about the sector.
This sector's filled with refugees from the Jedi Civil War, and even as far back as the Mandalorian Wars. Refugees and war veterans both, and anyone else who was rendered homeless by the war. The Jedi destroyed planets across the galaxy, and here's where the wreckage ended up.
You know someone named Sezkai L?
No, should I? He doesn't sound like a Hutt. What, is he a bounty hunter or an exchange boss? Friend, you did promise.
Oh, well, yes, here.
Look, one other thing. It's obvious you're new around here. I can tell it just by looking at you. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place, and easy to get lost in. If you want, I can keep an ear out for you. Let you know if I hear anything.
Appreciate that.
I'll do that then. I'll come seek you out if I hear anything I think you might want to know.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need?
Jesus, it's like really evil. Just like good nothing for you, get out of my way, or good. Either one of these doesn't really matter what you choose. I think maybe this one you're safe, but or safe, quote unquote, but a certain dialogue will happen whichever you pick. I believe maybe not that one, but
Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands.
it may help him if nothing else but to survive.
And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another?
Can't know that.
The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist.
I will consider what you have said.
Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
Yeah, I gain influence with her anyways. And I gain light type points. That was pretty cool. But what we want now is to go up here and... oh.
And what did he want?
Not much. Just answers to some questions.
Really? Interesting.
And because the game is how it is, even if you like, because that just happened, it's like not there. Guess we'll see what that is later on. First, we want to go here. This little group.
Please, look, I already paid the exchange what I have. But oh, look! Here's the one with your credits. About time. Look, these gentlemen are getting impatient.
Yeah, so you can... The funniest thing you can do here is this one. It's like, give me all the credits and then go jump into the pit. It's fucking hilarious. If you pull out, you just... Woo! Jump off, but obviously super evil, so I'm not doing that one. It's like, there's no need for this. Wave hand, go away. Bam. Oh boy.
Are you crazy? That was exchange muscle. When they hear about this, they'll come back a dozen strong and tear you limb from limb.
I can handle them. For now, I need some information.
All right. What'd you want to know?
Anything you know? I'm looking for bounty hunters. Sure.
The bounty hunters don't have any one place where they stick around. Best thing I can tell you is if you want to find one, get a bounty on your head and then wait.
Looking for Jedi Master. Have you heard of him?
Jedi Master? Are you crazy? There aren't any more Jedi running around, let alone Masters.
Oh.
You're serious, aren't you? All right, well, look. If I were a Jedi, I'd be where I could help people. As for where that happens on Nar Shaddaa, I have no idea.
You can leave.
Are you serious? All right. I must be doing something right for you to come along and bail me out like you did.
And what is it you think you have accomplished?
What do you mean?
If you seek to aid everyone that suffers in the galaxy, you will only weaken yourself and weaken them. It is the internal struggles, when fought and won on their own, that yield the strongest rewards.
Sure.
You stole that struggle from them, cheapened it.
So, I mean, she in a way, she's not wrong. That is true, but there's a line when it's basically because he had no money, he would have just died, and that's where his struggle would have ended. Like, and some just can't do that circle anyway. So it's like,
If you ever weakened yourself in such a way for me, I would rather suffer and die than have you demean yourself for me. That is not who you are, who you can become.
yeah. If it meant your life, there is nothing I would not do for you or any of my allies.
Hey, thanks.
Then your allies are your weakness, and if they die, you die with them. And because of that, where once the Sith
Look at this
had
random
one
dude.
target, now there are many, and you frustrate my attempts to protect you. That is all I ask.
Lost influence with Korea, I don't care. Gained influence with that, and that's what matters most.
You know, I noticed a glow before, but now it's bright around you. You've come a long way since Paragus, and despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it.
It's hard to explain, but even when with everything that's happening, I feel at peace.
It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
So, with that, I believe... Hold on. Yeah, I think that should be enough. So there's a thing we need to... I believe it's that way. But first, going here, because there's a thing we need to buy. Let me see what you're selling. This one, an HK droid processor. Buy that. Now we have 3 pieces, I believe. Sure do. 2 lightsaber pieces, yeah. 3 pieces. There's 1 left, and that just so happens to get as you do the story bit on this planet. That is why, and that is the last piece. That is why this planet is the most effective way, or the fastest way
Your
to
thoughts
go.
are disturbed. I can feel them like a shiver running through you.
That's why this planet, you should go here if you want to reassemble the parts as fast as possible, because this is the first place you can get all of them. I don't know, I suddenly feel strange.
It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon, with the metal and machines stripped away and the currents of the Force laid bare.
The sound, the vibration is strange, tense.
I'm surprised you can feel it. I fear the damage to you had deadened you to such perceptions. What you feel is the echo of the minds of these creatures within the Force. Their anger, their greed, their desperation. It is life.
With the anger and desperation, is there some way to heal it?
One might as well heal the universe, but such manipulation is possible, yes. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination.
This feeling, how long can I feel these echoes around me?
For as long as it lasts. Like life, such waking moments within the Force are rare, waiting for the right moment when the critical point is struck and the sound rises. But let us be silent. Words and thoughts are distractions. Feel this moment for as long as it will last.
Okay. That cut out. But now we can cut out Crab from the party and we'll return Handmaiden. It's because that moment with the pit here, Handmaiden can also gain influence at that point. But I kind of oh, that's not where I want to go then. Is that it? Yes, I believe. So I think if you have 2 people that can gain influence, they kind of conflict conflict and you gain nothing. Nope, this is also not the correct way. What the fuck? Oh, okay, there was a way. That's where we need to go. Over there. So. Whoosh. Speed away over there. There's more to be done, but I want to go to this area first. Oh.
Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship.
What are you
Your
talking
ship?
about?
I'd lay off the spice if I were you. That's our ship, not yours.
Was I talking to you? I tell you, that ship's mine.
What makes you think the ship's yours?
It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars.
As far as I've heard, it's a smuggler ship. Means you're a smuggler. Go fuck yourself. If you couldn't hold on to it, then you didn't deserve it. You're not taking the ship.
We'll see about that. Watch yourself. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place.
Let me shoot him in the back. No one has to know.
Atton, restrain yourself. Besides, a blaster would be unnecessary. When a nerve strike to his neck would incapacitate him painfully without inflicting any lasting harm.
Point taken.
Well, they both just said fuck you to him. Also, he just derped out there. We need to go to the refugee sector. This is where we can get the critical point that we need. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, hello. I don't care. I have my blade. And who do you two think you are? Oops, alright, well. Ha, sure. Those are big words coming from it. From a pair of two cred thugs like yourselves. No. Fuck off. I need to pay a goddamn toll. What are you talking about? I don't need to pay your fucking troll toll. Okay, fine. I have to go this way. Down with me? Okay, yeah, both are with me. Good. Then we need to go down here to the actual refugee bit. Then ignore all the people and go this way. Right there.
Yatuka Urwanrika Chotin Wani Maurata Wakata. Huta Yanolia. Jukta
Sintatita Krom.
Kavadumpa. Mo Wendido Chokerembi Norta Kunyun Wish.
And we can talk to these asshats.
Nizamanta Yumadlo. Dovrekun Mili Wosa Slimapo. Dovrekun Mili Wosa Slimapo.
Alright.
Hunta Chiwita Inka Kikraya Nachawanga Kone.
Ooh, and?
Dovrekun Mili Wosa Slimapo. Dahupa Bosa Kurata Go Jujuto Yoki. Hiata Yamba Wajiaki Yukito Tu. Kawana Bota Yuntatanga Kinamatora. Tayaita Ta Bosanhansata. Dahupa Bosa Kurata Go Jujuto.
Huh. I see. So now that we got that information, we can begin with the string of dialogue. So prepare yourself for a bunch of dialogue.
Something up?
I got a question for you.
Alright. What did you want to know?
Met someone on Nar Shaddaa who says he knows you. Obviously, it's a bit weird that you're having the conversation right in front of him, but you know. Anyways.
Yeah, that's a surprise. Did he say I owed him credits too?
He says you're not Atton at all. That you showed up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War.
I'm as Atton will ever be. And whoever your trusted informant is, he's right. I did show up on Nar Shaddaa during the Jedi Civil War, along with a lot of other refugees.
Anything you want to tell me?
No, because you're asking about it. If I wanted to tell you anything, I would have come and told you. Anything else?
Calm down, I just wanted to know. No harm meant.
Is this an interrogation? If so, you're terrible at it, especially for an ex-Jedi, or whatever you are. Why don't you just crawl in my head and try to dig out whatever you're looking for rather than asking about it?
If you got a problem, let's settle it right now.
You know what? I helped you get off Paragus. If I hadn't been there, you wouldn't have even gotten off the administration level. I'm trying to help you. I don't know why I'm bothering.
Are you trying to protect me?
I don't know. I'm not sure I understand it half the time.
I want to know where you were before you arrived in Nar Shaddaa.
You know what? Not once have I asked you about the Mandalorian Wars. Not once.
I heard about Duxon. Everyone has. I heard about Serico, and I sure as hell know about Malachor 5.
What makes you think you've got the right to interrogate me on anything? You've got plenty of lives to answer for. All you Jedi do.
I did a lot I wasn't proud of, and I'm sorry for the lives that were lost on both sides.
How did you even live with yourself after Malachor? Is that why you went back to the Jedi Council? Hoping they'd kill you?
It wasn't like that.
Wasn't it? Maybe you thought they'd forgive you. Sure, you might have thought they'd execute you. But Jedi don't kill, do they? At least not their prisoners. Maybe you were counting on it when you went back in chains. So you got off easy. You were exiled, brushed under the cargo ramp, another dirty little Jedi secret. I'll tell you, all those Jedi at Malachor, they deserved it. Every last one of them.
They did not deserve it. Why would you even say that?
Because Jedi lie, and they manipulate, and every act of charity or kindness they do, you can drag it out squirming into the light and see it for what it is. The galaxy doesn't need Jedi arrogance or Jedi hypocrisy anymore.
The Jedi... No, what do you mean?
At least the Sith are honest about what they're killing for. The Jedi are pacifists, except in times of war. They're teachers, except when it comes to telling their students the truth. And when they save you, it's only so you can suffer more.
You're wrong, Anne. That is not the way of the Jedi.
Whatever, just leave me alone. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with you anyway.
And then, so this is where the conversation would have ended, and then you would have gone more thing, and you would talk to him again, and then you get to this point. Because from this point on, or like from the next line, his attitude will completely shift. And it's really weird when you have all of it connected, like all his full influence potential. Because he will end with that angry note, and then he will just switch to completely different. I'd like to know about your past, especially if we're traveling together.
Well, don't get too attached to me. I don't like it.
Like, just completely shifted. So, because it's supposed to be a space between where that dialogue ended, and then you take a break, and then you get more influence with them, and then you come back to the same point. But I'm doing it the most efficient way, and therefore it sounds weird. Are you alright?
That depends on your perspective. I have this habit. I'm a deserter. It's what I do.
You served in the war?
Served in both of them. Against the Mandalorians, before and after Revan, and again, when Revan declared war on the Jedi.
But why?
Because I followed orders. But it was more than that. You were there. You knew how easy it was to hate the Jedi who sat back in the Republic, evaluating the threat, and watched us die against the Mandalorians.
I didn't know you served the Republic.
I did, up until the Republic officers began to betray their oaths to the Republic and side with Revan, Admiral Kareth, Mon Halan, General Darad, and all the rest.
Right after that final battle at Malachor, I was right there with the rest of the defectors, because it was the right thing to do.
You took an oath. What you did was betrayal.
No, it wasn't. We needed the Jedi during the Mandalorian Wars, more than anything. The Mandalorians were slaughtering us by the millions. The millions. You were at Serico, when they turned the Stayrib cities into glass craters. At Duro, when Basilisk war droids rained like meteors onto the orbiting cities. And when the Mandalorians set fire to the Zoxan plains on Ares III, the fires that still burn. Without the Jedi who turned on the Council, without you, the Republic would have lost the war, and we would all be Mandalorian slaves or corpses.
Instead, you all became Sith.
If that's what you want to call knowing when to fight and when to kill, then yes. But you can't really break down people into Sith and Jedi and expect everything to make sense. We were loyal to Revan. That was enough. He saved us.
So you follow Revan like I had.
After Malachor, after the Mandalorian Wars, that's when the Sith teachings started spreading through the ranks.
We knew where our loyalties lay. To the Jedi who came to help us. Not the ones who sat back on Dantooine and Coruscant, watching us die.
So when those same Jedi who watched us die decided to start fighting us during the Jedi Civil War, we fought back. I fought back.
How?
I started killing Jedi. A lot of them. People say killing Jedi is hard. It's not. You just have to be smart about it. No blasters, no getting close to them, no attacking them directly when you can gun down their allies instead. There's ways of gassing them, drugging them, making them lose control, torturing them. I was really good at it.
What's worse is that killing them wasn't the best thing. Making them fall. Making them see our side of it. That was the best.
This is a little hard to believe.
Yeah? Maybe you'll believe this. That when fighting a Jedi, you wound the Padawan first, then let the rest take care of itself. Not only will the Master move to protect the student, but the forced bond between the two will mess up the Master's head better than any stab wound. Anything else? That's only a sample of my arsenal.
How did you learn how to do this?
I taught myself techniques. It's hard for Jedi to sense what you're really thinking if you throw up walls of strong emotions and feelings. Lust, impatience, cowardice. Most Jedi awareness doesn't cruise beyond the surface feelings to see what's deeper. And I was good at that, throwing up walls. And my superiors knew it. Sometimes the Jedi on our side wouldn't even realize I was there.
Is that why you act the way you do?
Part of it. Maybe it was always me. It's hard to tell sometimes. I haven't known who I am for years. I wasn't the only one. I know you left at the Mandalorian Wars, so you don't know much about what went on behind the scenes in the Jedi Civil War. But Revan understood one thing. The real battle was going to be fought between the Jedi on both sides. That was the only battle that mattered.
What do you mean?
Whoever had the most, the strongest Jedi were going to win the Civil War. If Revan couldn't convert Jedi, Revan would kill them. So Revan trained elite Sith units into assassination squads, whose duty was to go out and capture enemy Jedi. I was in one of the special units trained to do this.
Capture Jedi? Not kill them?
Yeah, Revan had plans for all Jedi. I think it was important that the Jedi see his side of things, the Sith teachings. Revan wanted to break them, and then have them join him.
But you're here now. Why?
One day, I decided not to do it anymore, so I left. Ended up on Nar Shaddaa, became someone else.
Why are you telling me this? You're telling a Jedi you killed Jedi.
Because you've killed Jedi too. Different circumstances, but you have a bigger body count than I ever did. And I've been with you only a short time. Enough to know that as soon as someone signs on with you, they haven't got long to live. You got history, and anyone who travels with you doesn't. And maybe I want somebody to know who I was in case a story needs to be set straight. Maybe you understand.
But why did you leave the Sith?
Well, there was a woman, a Jedi. She gave her life for mine.
Who?
I never knew her name. She sought me out. She said she had come to save me. She was lying, of course. Or I think she was. It doesn't matter. She told enough truth to get my attention.
Like what?
She said that Revan was doing something terrible to Jedi within the unknown regions. That when we captured Jedi, they were sent to a place designed to break them. And that anyone in his service who showed any ability with the Force was sent there too, to turn them, to break them into dark Jedi, or assassins trained to kill Jedi. She said that's what would happen to me, that I had the Force inside me. That's why I was so good at killing Jedi. And that when the Sith learned of it, there would be no escape, no turning back. I would become an instrument of the dark side, forever. I had heard talk in the ranks, troops vanishing. I knew what she meant, but I didn't believe her, or want to believe her.
So what did you do?
I did what I did with all Jedi. I hurt her. I hurt her a lot. And then, right when I thought she couldn't take any more, she showed me the Force. In my head.
And I felt everything she felt. And I heard just an echo of what the Force was. And how what I was doing, I think I loved her. But it wasn't that kind of love. It was the kind of love where you're willing to give up everything for someone you don't even know.
That is what it means to be a Jedi.
I killed her for crawling in my head, for showing me that. But before she opened her mind to mine, my only thought was that I would love to kill her. And at the end, I killed her because I loved her.
That is a lot to bear. And it is a lot for me to forgive.
In the end, she sacrificed herself to keep my secret, to prevent the Sith from knowing about that touch of the Force inside me. She wasted her life to save me. Me.
And I felt her die when she opened her mind. I've killed Jedi, like I said, but I was never there to feel it, to be on the receiving end. And after that, I couldn't stop feeling things. Before, guilt, lust, impatience. It had been orchestrated to get close. Now it all just kept tumbling out, and I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. So I left. I fled with the displaced war veterans to Nar Shaddaa, and I lost myself there, until the war came to an end. I wanted no more of Jedi, or Dark Jedi, or the Force. I just wanted to be left alone.
And then, I met you on Paragus.
And I thought maybe she had saved me so that I could help you. And if I can't, then I have to try.
Then I welcome your help.
I didn't want to tell you any of this, but I had to. Because if something happens, I can't let you think I was doing it for something other than the past.
Then let us stand together against the Sith.
Once, a Jedi showed me the Force. I heard it. I felt it. At the time, there was too much pain to confront it. Because if I did, it meant I would be changed into something else. Now, I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I think that by learning how to use it, I can help protect you. Or at least buy you some time when disaster comes screaming in.
I want to learn how to use the Force. I want to learn how to use the Force to help you.
Then I will train you, Atton.
What must I do? Is there some ritual, or...
Just close your eyes and open your mind. You must learn to feel it around you. Feel its currents, its eddies. Listen to the echo of your thoughts, your heart. Separated from war, separated from hate. Think of what you feel. Think of what you felt. When you felt the need to help me, to protect me. And at last, Atton, wake. That was against first step to Path of Jedi's Animal.